Headline: The Detroit Tigers face a pivotal decision on Tarik Skubal. As the MLB winter meetings approach, excitement is building among fans about what the Detroit Tigers will do next, particularly regarding ace pitcher Tarik Skubal. With many teams eyeing potential trades, Skubal is at the center of speculation. The question on everyone's mind is whether the Tigers will keep him or decide to trade him away. Given his talent and potential, it's no surprise that several top teams are likely keeping a close watch. It's certainly concerning to hear that the Tigers and Skubal are reportedly far apart in contract extension talks. With Skubal being eligible for free agency after the 2026 season, the Tigers need to tread carefully. They can't afford to let him walk without getting something substantial in return if they choose to make a deal. As fans, we should be asking ourselves, would it be wise to trade away a two-time defending American League Cy Young Award winner? It seems unlikely that the Tigers would want to part ways with him, especially considering the team's aspirations to compete in the coming years. Mark Feinsand of MLB.com pointed out that while trading Skubal could be tempting, the offers might be so enticing they could make the front office reconsider. But let's be real here. Trading away a top-tier pitcher like Skubal would not align with the Tigers' goal of building a contender for the 2026 season. After a disappointing end to the last season against the Seattle Mariners, the Tigers should be focused on strengthening their roster rather than dismantling it. If the Tigers were to trade Skubal, finding a suitable replacement would be a serious challenge. With Dylan Cease heading to the Toronto Blue Jays, the pool of available top-of-the-rotation pitchers is shrinking. The next best option might be Framber Valdez from the Houston Astros, but can he fill the shoes of Skubal? It's a risky gamble, and one that could backfire on the team. Former MLB general manager Jim Bowden suggested that any new offer for Skubal should be in the ballpark of $350 million, which is significantly higher than previous reports indicated. If the Tigers fail to meet that threshold, they could find themselves in a precarious situation. Would they dare entertain a trade if the right offer comes in? This decision could very well be a franchise-altering moment, making it all the more important for the front office to proceed with caution. Now, I want to hear from you, fellow Tigers fans. What do you think the Tigers should do with Tarik Skubal? Should they lock him down with a lucrative extension or entertain trade offers? Comment "Go Detroit Tigers" below, and let's get the conversation going. Where are you from? And what's your take on the future of our beloved Tigers? Detroit Tigers, a bright future with Hao-Yu Lee. The Detroit Tigers are looking like they have a solid foundation for success in the MLB, and one of the key pieces of that foundation could be Hao-Yu Lee. Recently added to the 40-man roster to avoid the Rule 5 draft, Lee is making waves as a prospect with a lot of potential. With a possible major league debut on the horizon in 2026, fans are buzzing with excitement about what he could bring to the team. Lee, who hails from New Taipei, Taiwan, is also eyeing a spot on the Chinese Taipei roster for the upcoming World Baseball Classic. Imagine having another international player representing the Tigers on such a grand stage. It could be a remarkable opportunity for Lee to showcase his skills globally. His recent performances, particularly in AAA, indicate he's ready to make an impact. He finished the season with a batting line of .243/.342/.406, hitting 14 home runs and stealing 22 bases. Not too shabby for a 22-year-old, right? Comment "Go Detroit Tigers" in the comments. While Lee's offensive stats have been impressive, fans may have mixed feelings about his defensive abilities. At second base, he's shown reliability with just one error over 200 chances, boasting a .995 fielding percentage. However, things have been a bit shaky at third base, where he committed 9 errors in 157 chances, resulting in a .943 fielding percentage. It's clear that there's room for improvement, but with youth on his side, there's plenty of time for growth. The numbers tell a compelling story. A max exit velocity of 112.2 miles per hour and a chase rate of just 24.7% suggest he has the tools to become a powerful asset for the Tigers. His hard hit rate of 44.8% is also a sign that he can drive the ball with authority. It's easy to see why fans are excited about Lee, especially as he continues to develop his game. As we look ahead to the 2026 season, Hao-Yu Lee could very well be a household name among Tigers fans. With the potential for him to join the World Baseball Classic roster, it raises the question, how important do you think international representation is for the Tigers? Will it help elevate the team's profile on a global scale? I want to hear from you. Let's get a conversation going about Hao-Yu Lee and the future of the Tigers. Where are you from? And what are your thoughts on the direction of the Detroit Tigers? Comment below with your city and opinions, because together we can rally behind this exciting time for our team. Skubal's future with the Tigers, a fan's perspective. As the offseason approaches, there's a lot of chatter around the future of Detroit Tigers ace Tarik Skubal. Even though he won't hit free agency until 2026, the rumor mill is buzzing about the possibility of a blockbuster trade involving him. It's hard to ignore the fact that Skubal himself has expressed a strong desire to remain with the Tigers, making it feel almost absurd that management would even consider moving him. In a recent interview, Skubal addressed the trade rumors head-on, saying, "It's not like I want to be traded, so it's kind of like, why am I in these conversations?" His openness about the situation highlights the disconnect between his wishes and the speculation surrounding him. It's a sentiment that resonates with many Tigers fans who passionately want to see him stay in Detroit. Comment "Go Detroit Tigers" in the comments. What does this mean for the Tigers organization? Well, it raises some serious questions about their strategy moving forward. Skubal's presence on the mound has been nothing short of impressive since his debut in 2020. Each year, he seems to elevate his game, and it's hard to argue against his potential to become the face of the franchise. Given the trajectory of his performance, it seems illogical for management to even entertain the thought of letting him go. Skubal sent out a message on social media after the Detroit Lions Thanksgiving game, where he raved about the halftime show featuring Eminem. He tweeted, "Goosebumps. You guys available April 3rd. Fans quickly noted that April 3rd is the date of the Tigers' home opener for the 2026 season. To many, this was a clear hint that Skubal envisions himself as part of the Tigers for years to come. The reality is that while it may cost a pretty penny to keep him once he hits free agency, he will likely be worth every cent. The Tigers should focus on bolstering their lineup with stronger bats instead of looking to offload one of their most promising arms. Why gamble with a player who has demonstrated such remarkable growth and potential? What do you think, Tigers fans? Should the organization make every effort to keep Skubal, or do you believe there are better options out there? It's a tough call, and the stakes are high. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section, and tell us which city you're from. Are you all in for Skubal staying with the Tigers? Or do you see potential in exploring trade options? Go Tigers!